Welcome, comrades and capitalists, freedom fighters and keyboard warriors, to the most honest 10 minutes you'll get all week. It's 10 minutes with Kuhle, where the truth wears no makeup, the sarcasm slaps harder than ESCOM, and the hypocrisy of South African politics is served hotter than a freshly looted flat screen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice the different environment. I'm actually at the lounge in an airport, so forgive me. I had to look for a very private room, and the private room happened to be, yeah. So I had to record this because I need to post this because I'll be flying during the time I usually post. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and ActionSA voters who feel like X's left on red. Today we talk about Herman Iscariot, famously created by Katlego from Citizen Concerned, Herman Iscariot, Judas Mashaba. No, it's not his birth name, but it might as well be, given the biblical betrayal we've witnessed. Herman Mashaba, the man who once stood tall, figuratively, as the capitalist, anti-corruption, DA defending father of ActionSA, has now taken the Judas Express train to ANCville. And he didn't just switch lanes, he built a toll gate charged the DA and waved his Green Party flag with Malema, a square grin. Mashaba left the DA shouting that he couldn't stand the ANC. Today he's dating them politically. Soft life things, I guess. Judas only needed 30 silver coins. Mashaba, just a few racial buzzwords and some vague community outreach programs. So now, Mashaba, who once ran Joburg under the DA, is out here saying, and I quote, if those miners were white, they'd have been rescued by now. Really, Herman? This from the man who had chance to act when he was in a coalition government with the DA, but instead he burned that bridge like a bonfire in Diepsloot. Now, here's the thing. When Mashaba was referring to the mines, he's actually referring to the Lily Mine tragedy. Yes, it is tragic. 9 years, 3 lives, no closure, no dignity, a national disgrace. But instead of real pressure on the ANC, Mashaba throws in a spicy race card and hopes we don't notice that his own party is literally budding up with the same corrupt ANC that's been dodging the Lily Mines issues since 2016. Imagine saying you're for justice, but cozying up to the exact party delaying justice. It's like sleeping with the arsonist while crying about the fire. Let's not sugarcoat it. ActionSA is slowly becoming ANC Lite, with Twitter graphics and better lighting. Forget non-racialism. The slogan should be, if it trends, we'll say it, no matter how divisive or useless it is. Mashaba promised to end cadre deployment, yet now you'll find him at press conferences sounding like the EFF's shy cousin. Well, we'll dig the mine ourselves. Cool. Just don't bring Zanele Mania along, That's what he says. Now, over 4 million rand has been spent on legal battles, not digging. Minister Gwede Eminent Matashe has promised retrieval since, well, sometime between Zuma and load shedding stage 1. If ActionSA was serious, they'd have used that 4 million to hire actual mining experts instead of media consultants, writing if they were white. I mean, how pathetic, Mashaba. And here's a plot twist. If this really was about race, why is Mashaba only making noise when polls are tanking? Timing is everything, Judas. Knew that too. So, Herman Mashaba is a guy who we've seen recently being perhaps the biggest race baiter there is after Julius Malema, or even bigger than Julius Malema. He hasn't come out to condemn the Kill the Boer song, thus making everyone assume that he perhaps even agrees with it. I mean, we've heard the DA coming out, we've heard VF Plus coming out, we've heard Ramaphosa's stance. At least he had the balls to say where he stands, but not Judas Mashaba. He's just like Judas Iscariot. Does not have the balls, does not have the will to say where he stands. Shame on you, Herman. Shame on you. To every voter who believed Herman Mashaba was about principles, welcome to the Betrayal Club. I've been there. The man who once stood on DA stages now dances around ANC corruption like it's a bribe. To Herman, you can't betray your own principles. You can't betray your own principles, get into bed with the very party you claimed was evil, and expect us to clap because you added a race narrative. You're not Malema. And even Malema's starting to look tired. And if you want to be taken seriously, maybe don't say if they were white. Or say, white people are privileged or whatever the hell it is that you say when it comes to race. Because you always say this while cutting deals with the same ANC that let those black miners die in silence. You've been listening to 10 Minutes with Kuhle, where we don't race bait, we fact check. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share before Mashaba accuses us rather, of whiteness too. My name has been Kuhle, and please do sign up for membership. Membership is as cheap as 20 Rand, and it really helps to help us travel as we're doing now. We're going to do some fact checking and improving on the show. So, yeah, please do sign up for membership and support our cause. Till next time, bye.